Today, we embark on an extraordinary journey that takes us back to the heart of the early Christian church. In a world filled with turmoil and uncertainty, one man stood resolute, embodying unwavering faith and a pioneering spirit. His name, Stephen. Join me as we explore the life and legacy of Stephen, one of the first deacons of the church and a revered figure in Christian history. Buckle up, because this story is about to unfold in vivid detail. To understand Stephen's significance, we must first delve into the rich historical landscape of the first century. The stage was set in Jerusalem, a city teeming with religious fervor, political unrest, and cultural shifts. Imagine the diverse tapestry of fervent Jews awaiting the Messiah while grappling with the seismic aftermath of Jesus of Nazareth's crucifixion and resurrection. This was a time of transformation. A prophetic yearning for change echoed through the dusty streets. The apostles had witnessed the miraculous resurrection of Christ and, filled with the Holy Spirit, were fervently spreading his teachings. But the early church was not without its challenges. As the number of believers surged into the thousands, so did the complexities of maintaining unity and benevolence within the community. It was in this context that the role of deacons emerged, a leadership position designed to address rising needs, particularly to ensure that the distribution of food and resources was conducted fairly among all believers, including widows who were often overlooked. And who better to embody this role than Stephen? Stephen was not just any ordinary man. He was a beacon of insight and fervor, chosen among 7 to be a deacon because of his profound faith and wisdom. Scriptures tell us he was full of faith and the Holy Spirit, phrase that resonates deeply with those who dare to lead in service and devotion. Picture him in the bustling streets of Jerusalem, fervently preaching about the resurrected Christ and performing wonders and signs among the people. His eloquence was mesmerizing. Stephen articulated the gospel with such clarity that even the most skeptical were drawn in. But let's not forget, dear viewers, that he was also a man of humble origins. Despite his divine calling, he remained a servant at heart, working tirelessly to ensure that no one among the community was left wanting. The call to serve is a powerful theme in the life of Stephen. It challenges us today to think about our own roles within our communities, to step out of our comfort zones, and to embody the selflessness that Stephen so vividly portrayed. As Stephen's influence grew, so did the hostility against him. His bold proclamations and unwavering convictions ignited resentment among those who felt threatened by the burgeoning movement of Christianity. Picture a dramatic scene where Stephen stands before a council filled with the religious elite, the Sanhedrin. This was no ordinary hearing. The stakes were incredibly high. The very foundations of the Jewish faith were being challenged. Stephen's opponents could not withstand the wisdom and common sense with which he spoke. Fearing the wrath of his insights, they conspired against him, fabricating false testimonies, determined to silence his voice. In this moment of great adversity, Stephen maintained his grace and composure. Instead of cowering under pressure, he delivered a masterful defense of his faith. He recounted the history of Israel with remarkable depth, highlighting key biblical figures and how they pointed towards the coming Messiah. His fearlessness exemplified a radical commitment to truth, igniting a fire that could not be extinguished by earthly threats. Tragically, the chapter of Stephen's life took a fateful turn. In an agonizing moment, the council could not bear the weight of his conviction. Enraged by his claims, they dragged him outside the city and unleashed a fury upon him towards this faithful minister of God. They hurled stones with the intent to kill, but as the stones struck him, Stephen's spirit soared above the chaos. With his last breath, he echoed the words of Jesus himself, exclaiming, "Lord, do not hold this sin against them." This profound act of forgiveness, think about its radiance, mirrors the very essence of Christ's message and serves as a poignant reminder of the boundless grace we are called to extend to others. Stephen's martyrdom did not mark the end, but rather the igniting of a wildfire of faith that spread far beyond Jerusalem. His sacrifice inspired countless others to rise up, embrace the gospel, and carry the torch of Christianity into the distant corners of the world. Today, we cherish Stephen, not merely as a historical figure, but as a harbinger of hope and an emblem of faithfulness. His legacy continues to ripple through the fabric of Christian thought and practice. When we engage in acts of service, when we stand against injustice, when we extend empathy amidst chaos, we, too, walk in the footsteps of Stephen. Let us reflect. Are we serving our communities as deacons of our own lives? Are we advocating for those whose voices go unheard? In a world longing for truth and compassion, Stephen's story nudges us to rise to the occasion, to embrace our mission as modern-day stewards of hope. Ultimately, dear friends, Stephen's life reminds us that faith requires boldness. That's how movements begin. His unwavering spirit blazes a trail for us to follow each act of service. Each moment of unwavering faith ripples through time and inspires the generations that come after us. As we draw this exploration to a close, I invite you to carry forth the illuminating message of Stephen, that every act of kindness, every word of truth, and every moment of grace contributes to a greater tapestry of faith. Embrace your calling to serve, to love, and to inspire, just as Stephen did centuries ago. Thank you for joining me on this journey through history and faith. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with those who may need a spark of inspiration. Together, let's keep the light of faith shining bright. Until next time, stay tuned.